Hello, everybody. I thought it was about time that I updated you all. I've had quite a couple weeks. I think it's been a couple weeks since I last updated on here. I guess I'd like to start by saying, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, with my whole heart, with my whole being, thank you to everybody who has reached out, donated, called, supported me during this extremely difficult time. Pneumonia is no joke, especially in my condition. I have definitely learned that. I have a lot of respect for people who have gone through that. I'm still dealing with it and trying my best. Thanks to everyone's support and donations, I was able to get the help that I needed, and I sure needed it. I've been wearing a Darth Vader mask for days or weeks, I don't even remember now, and hooked up to all sorts of machines, and IVs and all that jazz. So that brought me back to life, and thank goodness, just in time, because I have received news that I am still digesting that is absolutely beyond what I could have ever imagined. I've gotten so used to this fight and being up against a system that has really failed me at home. And here in Mexico, my doctors have never given up on me, and my God, have they pulled through. It's hard to even talk about because I'm just so grateful. I received excellent news from the Mayo Clinic Medica Sur last week, maybe the week before. Like I said, it's been a bit of a blur. They have decided to take on my research case, and we're getting started on it right away. We are starting with treating the calcinosis-like tumors, and I'll be receiving 5 days of radiation starting Monday. I am terrified, absolutely terrified, and so excited all at once, and just so grateful. I'm grateful for each and every one of you who's kept me going in these last 5 years, and everyone who has really gotten me through ever since we've started this GoFundMe and gotten me to this point. I couldn't have gotten here without any of you. I am in utter disbelief that this is actually happening. I just received news yesterday that we have 4 other physicians from Mayo Clinic in Phoenix that are joining the team, as the research team as well. I am over the moon. I'm terrified, but there is a plan. They do need to go to their board to complete the research grant proposal. Everything has happened so much faster than we thought, which is what happens here in Mexico and has happened many times before. I'm gonna time out on this one and start a new video. So the two doctors from Medica Sur who decided to take this project on, they approached their board to start. We didn't think, Dr. Barrientos and I did not think that this would be taken on so quickly. In the last week, they have taken it on, and they have aggressively been coming up with their theses and their, I don't even know what everything's called. My brain's just fried at this point. But they've been coming up with plans, and essentially one of the doctors feels strongly that the calcinosis will stop itself from multiplying once it has shrunk enough, and they are able to do more of a microscopic surgery and to remove the calcinosis entirely. Then we have a waiting period to see if it comes back. The other doctor, or specialist I should say, feels that it does come from another source, heightening my calcium levels. We know it's not the live infection anymore. However, also feels that we do need to try shrinking the calcinosis and getting it out of me as fast as possible to see, so we can get more direct results, because all of my symptoms, they're very, very hard to, it's very hard to get to the root of the problem when I have so many symptoms coming from other gastric areas. And because I had C. diff for years. So it's great to hear them have these different opinions and to be going back and forth and to have such interest in it. I'm like, yes, let's debate about it. Let's do this. I'm really happy to hear that people care enough to be fighting over which idea is the best. Let's try it all. As much as radiation scares the hell out of me, and it's not something that I would normally go towards and feel okay with. For myself, I'm so happy to do it at this stage. I'm more than willing, and I'm so grateful to have this opportunity. They do need these 5 sessions to complete their presentation to the board, not just to the board of Medica Sur, but to the board of the other major Mayo clinics. They need to show that what radiation can do, and they are about 90% sure that this will, within 5 sessions, there will be, it can be shrunk. So, or shrunken. Again, goldfish brain right now, sorry. I will be starting again on Monday. Sorry, I've probably already said that. That's very soon. These sessions won't be covered because I don't have the full funding yet. We've got, we have to complete this to get the full funding. Although the board is super interested, and they are all scientists, they're all very excited to explore this. There's nothing, I have nothing in me that believes that this won't be taken all the way. They would like to start by doing this and then have me come back within about a month or so and go all in on the radiation and for about a month straight pretty much, where you're doing 5 sessions a week, which is a lot and again terrifying. I won't have support during these sessions, which is a little scary. However, I will have, again, I'm going to start. there's a time limit on these things. I will have support. John Vance is going to come join me right afterwards. Apparently that's when it really hits you. A lot of the side effects, they hit hard afterwards. They'll definitely hit me hard during as well. However, I can do it. I'm gonna get through this one way or another. But I'm very grateful to have the help and support, and to get through the following week, and then to try and get home. All the doctors have advised I definitely don't travel for at least a week until I'm feeling a little bit better. But apparently it can have some really fun side effects. Can't be. I mean, I've gone through all the things. At this point, it feels like knock on any wood around. There's nothing, damn it. But I'm really hoping that this isn't too bad. Even if it is, let's do it. I'm just, like I said, extremely grateful. These sessions are not covered. I'm not sure if I've mentioned that already. They need this as a part of their thesis and their presentation to the boards as their research to show the need for radiation. And they're very confident that it will work and it can show enough. It's quite expensive. However, they are trying to get as much coverage as they can because it is kind of a mandatory thing for the research. I've also just received some huge help from my doctor here. He said he's willing to really try and do anything to help get some support for payment because it is a lot. And he said he's pretty much willing to do anything that he can to make this happen and see this through because he made a promise to me and that we would figure this out one day. Again, I have no words. It's just overwhelming, the kindness, and yeah. When you receive help like this, and hope, it changes everything. You know, I was not in a good place before I came here, and I was not completely giving up, but I was not doing well. It was very discouraging, and to receive this kind of help and to have this interest in helping me and to have a plan to have it in motion and having it start so quickly is more than I could ever ask for. Yeah. So I did find accommodation until the 17th. I probably won't be able to move from that accommodation if I need to extend it. I'm going to be pretty unwell for a while, it sounds like. But I'm very grateful to my aunt for making that happen. And again, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you who has helped me in any sort of way over this time and helped me get to this place. Genuinely, with all of my heart, I'm so grateful. I'm going to wholeheartedly go into this believing it's going to work. And even though I have, it's hard to believe, but I'm going to put my everything into this and all of my beliefs that I got